Do you remember that day back in 2016 when we were told finally our vote would count for something? That if we chose to leave the European Union, we'd take back control of our borders, our laws, our waters. We were promised the chance to become a self-governing, proud, sovereign nation once again. And we did it. We voted leave. A majority across the country said enough is enough. It was the most democratic moment in our recent history. A decision made by the people, for the people. But nearly a decade later, that moment of triumph is being chipped away, bit by bit, by a Prime Minister who never believed in Brexit in the first place. Keir Starmer, a man who campaigned against Brexit, undermined it at every step, and now wants to quietly drag us back under Brussels' thumb. Now let's rewind the clock. The morning after the historic vote, what did the establishment do? Did they honour the result straight away? Respect the will of the people? No, they launched a full-scale campaign to frustrate, filibuster and delay Brexit at every turn. Theresa May was handed the job after Cameron stepped down. And what did she do? She went to Brussels, hat in hand, and came back with a deal so bad, so weak, that even her own MPs couldn't vote for it. It kept us shackled to EU laws without a say, locked into a customs arrangement with no way out, a Brexit in name only. Then came Boris Johnson, and let's be honest, he talked a good game. Get Brexit done, he told us. But what did he deliver? A warmed-up version of May's deal. He sold it with Churchillian flair, but under the bonnet it was full of compromises. Northern Ireland, still tied to the EU. Our fishermen, thrown under the bus. Immigration, still spiralling. And where was Keir Starmer through all of this? Was he backing Brexit? Was he fighting for British interests? Not a chance. He supported a second referendum. He backed remaining in the single market. He wanted us to stay aligned with EU rules from the very start. And now, having snuck into power on a low vote turnout last year, he's sealing the betrayal with a wretched smile. So what exactly is this so-called reset all about? Starmer met with EU leaders, smiled for the cameras, and announced a grand new vision to bring Britain closer to Brussels. Closer to Brussels after everything we've been through. No public vote, no debate in Parliament, no honest conversation with the country. Let's not forget this wasn't in the manifesto. Just another backroom stitch-up. He calls it a reset, but really it's a rollback. A quiet, bureaucratic undoing of what we voted for. It's not just a technical deal, it's rather a complete reorientation of Britain's future. It opens the door to the EU reasserting itself into every part of British political life, without the people ever consenting to it. Let's break down what this actually means. Number one, fishing rights. Starmer's deal hands over British fishing waters to the EU for another 12 years, until 2038. Let that sink in. Our fishermen, who were promised a renaissance after Brexit, will remain second-class citizens in their own waters. And if we try to pull out early, the EU has the legal right to slap tariffs on our exports. That is political extortion. Number two, dynamic alignment. This is Brussels speak for you follow our rules, whether you like it or not. Starmer's deal forces the UK to align with EU regulations, especially in agriculture and food. And if the EU decides to change its rules, we're expected to follow automatically or face trade consequences. We become a rule taker, not a rule maker. Youth Mobility Scheme. This is free movement in disguise. The new arrangement allows young EU citizens to live and work in the UK with minimal controls. And by the way, this is up to people in their 30s, not real young people. I mean, I'm in my 30s, I'm somewhat young, but you'd think the free movement of young people would be for teenagers and early 20s, but no, it's not. It bypasses our new immigration system, undermines wage protections, and opens the door to pressure on housing, services and jobs once again. Number 4, Erasmus and EU defence ties. Rejoining Erasmus might sound harmless to some, but the devil is in the detail. Starmer is also aligning the UK defence planning with the EU's defence architecture. That includes plugging into a £150 billion European defence fund. We're talking about British troops and defence priorities being shaped by unelected EU officials, which is unacceptable. Number 5, long-term legal entanglement. This isn't some temporary handshake deal. It's been designed to last. Portions of this agreement are legally binding, designed to keep future governments boxed in with limited room to manoeuvre. It's the EU's dream scenario. Britain locked into their framework, but without any influence inside it. Now here's the important part. We in Reform UK will do something about it. What we can do. Number 1, repeal what we can fast. We will bring every part of this deal back into the light of Parliament. Wherever legal wiggle room exists, we'll use it. If the deal isn't under formal treaty law, we'll revoke it by domestic legislation. Our mission is clear. Undo what Starmer has done. Number 2, take back our waters. The 12-year fisheries surrender must be challenged. Yes, there may be consequences, but we cannot keep betraying British fishermen to keep Brussels happy. We'll fight for proper, exclusive UK access, backed by a government that means what it says. Number 3, end backdoor free movement. The youth mobility scheme will be scrapped. Reform UK supports an immigration that is firm, fair and serves the UK's interests. We won't allow free movement to sneak in through the back door. Number 4, defend our sovereignty. We'll end participation in EU defence frameworks. Britain's armed forces answer to Britain, not foreign bureaucracies. We'll make that crystal clear. Number 5, sovereignty first. At the heart of our programme is a simple principle. Sovereignty must reside with the British people. If a law affects our lives, it should be debated and voted for in Parliament, not rubber-stamped in Brussels. Reform UK will restore control and keep it. Let me leave you with this. Brexit wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter where Britain could chart its own course once again. But right now, that future is under threat, not from the EU, but from our own leaders, who seem desperate to crawl back to Brussels' arms. Reform UK is the only party that will fight this betrayal head on. No excuses, no more lies. If you want a government at the next general election that will deliver on Brexit, defend our sovereignty and put British interests first, then join us, become a member, come to the branch meetings, volunteer for us, tell your friends, most importantly, go and vote for us. Because in 2029, we have a choice. Back to the EU by stealth or forward with freedom. Reform are ready. The question is, are you?